We're here at Catholic Central. The ministry has just announced that funding will not be provided in this current go-around for funding announcements for a new school. And we're reviewing the state of the school. And there are certainly several $1 million worth of needs in Catholic Central. The ministry sends engineers in every 3 years to all the schools in the province, and the ministry engineers have identified $12.3 million worth of needs in Catholic Central that require attention over the next 5 years. The board certainly doesn't have the resources to take care of those needs. They represent 50% of the cost of a replacement school, which is significant and is certainly not worth the investment of the money. The board is certainly interested in pursuing the construction of a new school. The board had applied in previous years for the construction. The ministry had approved proceeding with a replacement school and had indicated that funding would be provided for property. The board was fortunate to receive a donation of property from the City of Windsor, which will save the ministry and the board and the taxpayers' money, and we thank the City of Windsor for that. However, with the continued delays in getting funding approval for construction, the board is faced with a dilemma. How do we continue to maintain an aging building that really can't be maintained? And I defy anyone to find me a school in Southern Ontario or the province that lacks the amenities that this school lacks. Interestingly, the ministry, when we first made application, contacted me and said I made a mistake on the site area of the school, that it was impossible to have a high school at a 2.5 acre site. And I said, I agree with you, it's impossible to have a school on that size of a site, but we do, and that's why we need a new school. So sports fields are deficient. Students have to walk either to Jackson Park or Geniac Park across Tecumseh Road or McDougall to attend practices. Just not a good situation. Technology in the school, very limited with what we can do with an aging building, even to run wires and cables. Wi-Fi is only accessible in certain parts of the school, not in others. It's just a technical nightmare for us to try and get equitable access across the entire system. We have difficulties with accommodating our students with special needs who have access concerns. We have an aging elevator, breaks down repeatedly. To get parts is usually several weeks. We were forced to move all of our students with special needs to the first floor in a previous year. They don't have access to the second or third floor. They can't access the auditorium. So that again, it's not equitable for them in this environment. We believe that these students deserve the same level of equipment, facilities, amenities that our other students have and students across the province have. And so we're certainly hopeful that the ministry will fund a new school and that we can get on with it, because we can no longer band-aid this school.